What is going on, guys? Thank you for stopping back on part 3. As you guys just saw, we are still working on this. We are about to start welding this side here, so I'm not going to show you guys exactly what we're doing. You saw it enough on part 2, but we're going to start welding that now. I'll show you the end result after it looks, after what it turns out looking like after it's all been welded, and then we can go ahead and start putting stuff back together. Alright guys, so we did go ahead and finish up the welding. Came out pretty smooth, so we did get this side done, both the outside and the inside. Everything for the most part is bolted up. We do gotta, put the little things back, start putting this together. We're gonna go ahead and paint over the parts that we did just sand and weld. That way they don't rust over, because you definitely don't want that to happen. So we're gonna get that taken care of. Slowly but surely start putting stuff on. Not sure if we're gonna get everything put back on tonight. If not, then we'll definitely pick this back up tomorrow. But I'll keep you guys, going through the process with us here. Alright guys, so Joe wasn't able to close the hood before because the frame was bent. So this is going to be the moment of truth. Let's go ahead and see if the hood officially closes now with no issues. It'll let us know if we did our job right or not. There it is, boys. Nice and lined up. That means we did what we needed to correctly. Obviously we're still putting stuff back, but that was, one of the main tests right there was that was not able, again, we weren't able to close the hood before. Now that we're able to, we know we did good. So we're gonna go, back at it, continue to put stuff away, but awesome. Alrighty guys, so it is a different day completely than when this picked up. I'm sure, as you can see by my clothes, I just got off of work. So today is actually Wednesday. The last time this video left off, it was Monday. Yesterday I did come to start working on this. Joe was supposed to come too, and then my head was just killing me, so I ended up not being able to work on it at all yesterday. But I am here now. Sadly, Joe does have to work today until 9, and my dad kind of needs his garage back. So I'm going to do what I can to go ahead and finish this up and be able to get it out of here. Luckily, we pretty much finished on Monday night. The only things that we needed to do was put the fenders on. We needed to replace this clamp right there, and then there are some bolts that we had snapped that I had mentioned before, where the skid plate is on the bottom, so we got to replace that. So I already got the bracket on, which is nice. And then the fenders, yesterday I did start putting them on. I only put a couple bolts to hold them. I got the baggie of the rest of the bolts up on the car, but got to get these put in. And then there are a couple things that I wish Joe was here for, as you know, this is his car. He's taking it apart. He knows a little better. So with the fenders, I mean, it's relatively simple, but you know, gonna have to figure out exactly where it needs to bolt up and where the pieces are. So like these pieces here, and those are just held up by clips. That shouldn't be too big of a deal, but remaking sure the side skirts are all good. The headlight, again, should be relatively easy. For the most part, this stuff shouldn't be too difficult for me to do without Joe here. It's just more of figuring stuff out, and it's going to take a little bit more time, but it shouldn't be an issue. So I'm going to walk you guys through the final little things we got to do here, and then we can go ahead and get this out of here and finish this project up. Alright, so we got our little baggie here of fender bolts. It's always good to have a little baggie or something that is labeled with the parts that you took off, just that way you know exactly where they go. Helps keep track of things. So we'll go ahead and throw these in. Day 1 we actually did a really good job of keeping track of everything, and then day 2 we kind of lost a couple bolts. Max, you're gonna freaking knock over my camera, buddy. Alright, so as you guys can see, fenders are back on. We got the clamp on there. I put some antifreeze in for them. We got the bolts that were broken on the bottom. We at least got them drilled out. I didn't have replacement bolts, and Joe sadly wasn't able to find any yesterday. So we do just need to put the bolts back in there, but you know, that's not a big deal for him to do. Other than that, we got the headlight put up, fenders all nice and snug, trimmings are back on, so we got done what we needed to. Sorry about that. Pretty happy we got it all done. Took a little longer than I initially wanted, but you know, it's normally how the story goes. Either way, I appreciate you guys if you watched all 2 of the videos. Sorry, I know in earlier, probably in this video, I said that it was part 3, and in fact this is actually part 2. While I was editing, I realized that the first day of shooting, it was just all far shots, not really talking or going in depth of what I was doing, and I didn't want a 10-minute video, actually a 15-20 minute video for you guys of just what we were doing with music playing in the background. That didn't seem like a good idea to me, so I edited it, changed it, so it's a 2-part video after all, not a 3-part video. Either way, I appreciate you guys for watching. As always, thank you. Make sure you come back to the channel. We got stuff for the 280 coming, the 350, all good stuff. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends. The more people, the better. Make sure you comment something down below. Anything.
Yeah. Hey, if you want it, you can have it, that my old style. Moving through the night just like an old car. Yodi.